Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my February favorites. I have a bunch of beauty favorites, so let's just get started. So my first one is actually going to be a duo. They don't really come together, but I use them together and they work perfectly. So what I'm talking about is this Cover FX Blemish Treatment Primer. And then I have the Bare Minerals Blemish Therapy Powder. And I bought both of these off the Sephora website. I haven't really looked for them in store, so I don't know if they have them, but they're definitely on the website because that's where I bought them. So this treatment primer from Cover FX, basically, after you put your primer on, you take this and you put just little dabs of it on wherever your blemishes are, and then you do your foundation and stuff, and it's supposed to help minimize, your redness and just the size of your blemish as well. And then when I'm done with my foundation, I'll go in and set everything with a normal powder, and then on top of that, I will take this Bare Minerals Blemish Therapy Powder. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like it's tan, like it's a colored powder, but it's not. It's translucent, and you just put that right on top of your zits and kind of blend it out. And that's also supposed to minimize the redness and the appearance of your blemish and ultimately help heal it. So those have been a lifesaver this month, you guys. I am in love with this powder right here. This is the Maybelline Master Fix Translucent Powder, and it is so good. It is so good. I have a lot of setting powders, and this by far is one of the best translucent setting powders I've ever used, especially from the drugstore. This has to be the best one at the drugstore, hands down. I really like using this to bake underneath my eyes and then to, sharpen up my contour. And I really love this. So thank you, Maybelline. Thank you. All right, so my next favorite is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. You guys, this bronzer does something to me. It just does. I'm still very pale from the winter time and wearing long sleeves and just not being outside very often, which is it's not like me. I love being tan and I'm always outside in the sun, but this stuff makes me look like I've been out in the sun. It's like a sunless tanner for your face, but it's makeup, and it's amazing. It smells like suntan lotion and pina coladas like you're on the beach, and it is so good. It is so good. This is the shade Bronzer. I believe it comes in 2 shades. It's light bronzer and then bronzer, even though we need a darker shade for those of us who have darker complexions, who just want to smell like suntan lotion and pina coladas. So if you don't have this bronzer, I definitely recommend it. Go out and buy it. It is so, so good, and not to mention it's from the drugstore, so it's on the cheaper end of the scale. If I would say that this is better than a lot of the bronzers in general out there. This is real, real good. Okay, so my next favorite is going to be the new formula from Wet n Wild Color Icon Blushes. This one is in the shade Rosé Champagne, and it is just the most beautiful, nudie, peachy, golden color. And I think this is just perfect for every day, especially when I'm more pale. It fits me a lot better. It's not as like, bam, there's blush on my face. It's like a natural, nice, shimmery blush without having like big chunks of glitter or anything like that. So I really like this. And their new formula is actually pretty good. So great job, Wet n Wild. Good job. Another Wet n Wild product that I'm super impressed with this month is the new line from Wet n Wild, the Geometric Highlighting Powders. These are limited edition. So if you think that you might like this, I would go pick 1 or 2 or all 3 of the shades up right now, because these, I guarantee you, will go quickly. These are awesome highlighting powders. This one is in the shade Sun Ceremony, and this is one of their more golden shades. I don't know if you can even see that swatch there, but it's just a really nice golden color, and I really, really enjoy it. Their other ones is Desert Explorations, and this one is like a pinky champagne color, and I'll swatch that one for you too. That one looks a little dusty, but it's still really pretty. And then there's Where the Dreamers Go. And this one is like a pinky bluish white color. And I'll show you that one right here. So that's that one right there. And that's not my middle finger. I'm not flipping you off, I promise. My next favorite is my favorite of the month. And those are the new Jordana Sweet Cream liquid lip colors. And they are matte. So these are the shades that I have. These are 5 out of 12 shades, I believe, in the line. And spoiler alert, because I do have a review coming out on these very soon. They are amazing. I have one of the shades on my lips right now. It's called Cherry Cobbler. You guys, true to the packaging. True to the packaging. These liquid lipsticks are so good, and if you have been wanting to try a liquid lipstick but you just don't have, like, if you don't have enough money to go out and spend $18 upwards on a liquid lipstick from like Sephora or something like that, these are just as good. I promise you, you will love these. So go ahead and try them. They're not drying at all. I just really like them. So thank you, Jordana. So my next favorite, again, is going to be from Wet n Wild. These are their new brushes. I have just 3 of the eye brushes. This one actually is a concealer brush, but I use it for the eye because it's like a really nice 242 brush, like from MAC. Let me just show you the difference really quickly. Where are you? Where are you, MAC brush? There we are. Okay, so this is the 242, and then this is the concealer brush from Wet n Wild. And together, like, they're pretty similar in size, but if you turn them sideways, the Wet n Wild brush is just a bit thicker. But I use them for the same thing, just applying like wet eyeshadows or packing on color. It's really good for that. So that is one of my favorite brushes out of this line. My other 2, they're both like blending brushes, and they're really soft, and I think these are some of the best brushes that I've seen from the drugstore in a while. And that's saying something because I really love my e.l.f. brushes. Review coming soon on those too. But these, I don't know. They're either a close runner-up or my favorite. So from the drugstore, that is. So if you have the chance, go out and pick out some of these Wet n Wild brushes. I believe the most expensive brush in the line is like $5. So you can't really get much better of a deal than that. Alright, so my next and last beauty favorite for this month is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. And I have to say a special thank you to my boyfriend because he bought this for me for Valentine's Day. And yeah, so that's awesome. But can we just look at this palette? It is so pretty. It has everything in here from nudes to glitters to bright pops of color. Like, I think this is the perfect springtime palette for anyone who is like maybe a beginner when you don't really know, like, you want to experiment with colors but you don't want to go too crazy. I think that this is a perfect palette for you. And not to mention, you guys, it smells so good. It smells so good. Like, I just want to eat this palette. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, enough of that. But really though, this palette is so good. The shadows are really creamy and buttery, and you can create almost any look with this. So yes, Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons. Alright, so that wraps it up for this video. So if you liked this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye!